Whenever my friend Beth asked me to get together online with her and her other friends, all I see and hear is them complaining about being isolated. No talking and being alone. I don't understand what they mean. Yes, as far as anyone else is concerned, I'm the only one here, but I'm never alone. And they've always something to say. In the morning, there's always fear there beside me when I wake up. When I go to have a shower, there's always self-loathing waiting to look over my shoulder as I see myself in the mirror. When I log into my recently set up home workstation, self-doubt and self-worth always pull up a seat next to me. So you see, even by 9 a.m. I've been visited so many times already and the day has hardly begun. And as for when we have our work meeting, well, I can feel inadequacy push me out of my seat at my screen, while I masquerade behind a forced, simpering smile. It's hard enough when the talk focuses on work, but when it shifts to home life, well, that's when the black hole that is depression really opens up. My response to my boss should be, "Yes, Helen. I know I've got no kids or a partner. I'm very well aware of that, thank you. And I don't need you, or Alan, or Rich, or Joe, or anyone from the fucking team to tell me. Of course I'm grateful that you remind me of it, because God forbid I should ever forget it. I just want to scream at them. No, guys. I have no one here with me and it's crippling. Not do you understand, you stupid bastards, that the depression it's causing me is stopping me from even thinking about doing anything about it? I don't. Because I can't. Oh, it must be so difficult for you, Helen says, in front of everyone. Especially with you having no family around either. Must be so hard for you not having anyone to call at a time like this. At a time like this. They have no idea. Any of them. I could pick up the phone right now and call any of them. My sister, my brother, my parents. But I can assure you that the second they know it's me, the call would end. You see, every waking moment I have rattling around in my head, we could just about tolerate what you are. But you knew that God teaches that immoral relationships are forbidden. You have chosen your path as a sinner, and you have lessened yourself in the eyes of God and His church. And so, with those supportive words from my dad, in front of all the family, including my nephews and nieces, I might add, I was told I was no longer welcome. So I left. It took every ounce of strength I had to keep myself together, get my things, contact Beth, who said I could stay at hers, and go there. But when I arrived, I just fell apart. All that happened that day had been preceded by tirades of abuse that I put up with for years. And even when I left, the abuse continued for months after. I received nasty emails, middle of the night voicemails, and comments on social media which were hardly Christian. Until one day, it and all contact stopped. I was dead to them. And strange though you may think, that dragged me down further than anything. I knew I was gay, and it wasn't my choice. Does your fucking church recognises that bit? How very big of you. I can't help being who I am, and I don't have to apologise for who I am. So, why was I always made to feel that I had to? It's one thing being called a dirty fag by a complete stranger. It's another to hear it from your own mum. And I won't even tell you how it feels to hear your own 6-year-old nephew tell you that he used to like you till he found out that you were going to burn in hell. The murderers, paedophiles and Hitler. My brother used to say so many times that I'd be happy if I wasn't queer. He even said, statistics proved queers suffer from mental illness more than normal people and are twice as likely to kill themselves. It never crossed his closed mind for a single second that the reason for that might have something to do with how we're treated by other people. The discrimination, the hate, the homophobia, the loneliness. Yes, Bradley, homosexuality is the root of my depression, but not because I am gay, but because of how you've all made me feel worthless for being gay. For the record, I've tried 3 times. The last one being Christmas Eve. I told you about the visitors in the morning. Well, they're positively benevolent compared to the ones at night. It's amazing how loud the voices can be in the sounds, and even more so how not a single one of them has something nice to say. Or how the supportive voices have no ability to speak up. Now, before you say, I need help, I do know that. And I've sought it. It's just, there's only so far you can go at a time. I've been speaking to someone, and she says that you can't expect to undo years of actions in one go. It's like trying to walk across a narrow plank stretched out over the biggest chasm you've ever seen. Even the strongest willed person would take it slowly. Well, when you've got vomit-inducing vertigo, you try and move as quickly as possible. If Christmas Eve taught me one thing, it's the fact that even if it's one tiny step, even if it's every now and then, it's at least a step more than you thought you could take. My support says that without realising it, I've already been walking that scary plank. I didn't see how until she pointed out that despite hating the place, I got myself a decent enough job that I was still working through all this COVID shit. That I'd managed to get myself my own place. And most importantly, that I've gone 5 months without doing anything to myself. And that I'm still regularly seeing her. And even if I didn't recognise that those were steps, she did. I don't know whether she's right or not, but when I think about it, it is nice to know that there's someone there who wants to chart it, and where possible hold my hand whenever the plank narrows. And who knows, she might also be able to help some of those quiet supporters shout a bit louder.